Hey guys, this is Chuck Mayer with Fishy Business, welcoming you to the first of our instructional videos that we're starting. So each week we now have the weekly update that we do on Wednesdays that's posted for Thursdays. Now we're going to also have one more video that comes in between those videos or in between the week, and we're going to try to bring you an instructional video of some kind that's going to differentiate itself every week based on whatever we're going to do. Now, one of the questions that I get most asked is, and one of the most fun parts of setting up an aquarium, is making it look good from the start. How do I decorate my aquarium? What should I do here? What should I do here? Well, a lot of the decorations and a lot of the ideas that you have are going to really be dependent on the fish that you choose. Now, I don't know what fish you have or what fish you may bring to the table, but what I've decided to do tonight is start off with a saltwater livescape, which basically means that I'm gonna livescape this or dryscape this as it would be if I came into your home and did it. Now, my focus here has always been to make whatever tank I'm setting up look like a piece of art before the fish get in there and before you bring to the table whatever ideas you have. So I'm going to take you through step by step how to decorate an aquarium to not limit yourself with a saltwater reef tank. So what we're going to use in this display is a 180-gallon tank, because I figured if I did this on a large scale, you can make it smaller in your own mind and take pieces out of it. Rather, if I did it on a small scale and then we tried to upsize it, that might be a little too much. We're going to use some live sand, Ocean Direct. We're going to use some Carib Sea Life Rock, mainly because of the shapes and stuff that you can get. Now, this rock is absolutely fantastic, and it will allow you to create something whether you have an artistic skill or whether you don't. You're going to find that the way this rock molds itself together, absolutely fantastic and easy to deal with. So we're going to get started. Bear with me, as I've never done an instructional video before. So here we go. The first step is to put the sand down. We're going to lay the foundation that basically is going to support the structure that I'm going to create. So with no further words, let's do the sand. So now we've got the sand laid out. Typically, if I was doing 180 gallon, I would use at least 3 bags, sometimes even 4, depending on how the rock work was going to go. In this case, I used 2 because this is a dry stack. So this is an initial attempt without a permanent result, I guess you could say. I would also use a brush to thin out the sand. I use that in freshwater tanks all the time. But with the saltwater tank, I wanted it a little lumpy because I want, as I'm putting in the anchor rocks, to actually kind of hold with a little more dirt, so to speak, around them. So that's why I've done it this way. So for all you advanced aquascapers, if it didn't look as pretty as normal and why I use my hands when I do a reef tank for that reason. So, sand in, now let's go to rock. So as you can see, about 20-25 minutes have gone by and we've just thrown something together. Now, were this an actual install, I would probably have a loose sketch of what I was going to do that might even be more detailed than this. For this video, it was about putting something together to show you what you could do thinking outside the box. One of the things I want to do with the Fishy Business videos is to help you think about your tank in the box, because it is a box, but I want you to think outside of it too, and not be so limited, because what you're bringing into your home with an aquarium is your own work of art, and it's its own thing. So what I've done with this rock display, this would have been a coral reef had we been putting it in someone's house. Again, we used the 180. Had it been my choice, I would have gone with a rimless tank, because you would see even more the detail and how it comes together. I want you to notice two very important things about this. One, I've used no glue. There is no permanence to this structure at all. However, when I put it together, it will hold for the most part. Once I've got water in it, it'll definitely hold. Typically, when I do a tank like this, I will start at the base and go about 1/4 up with the rock wall. I will then start pouring water in there. The reason is for the displacement of sand. Sand is going to shift, and so will your rock wall. Now, I've used 3 key points as anchors with this. There is an anchor, there are anchor rocks here, there are anchor rocks here, and there are anchor rocks here. 3 prime places in which I took the rock as I started to stack and worked from those anchor rocks. Those are the base, those are what's going to hold up the structure. I could have taken the structure up this high, I could have come out and done something like this. I picked a limited amount of rock, not knowing quite how far I would get with it. I would do something even more extravagant, maybe connecting yet another bridge, or coming straight up out of here to really give you more of a 3-dimensional focus. What I want is I want the reef to come alive to you. If it was a planted tank, I would want that to come into your living room. Something that doesn't look like everything else you've ever seen. That's the art of this aquarium. If I walked away from this right now and you never put a fish in it, you just filled it up with water and set it in your living room and put lights on it, you'd still have something. You'd still have a work of art. What's going to happen when you start putting corals in here is it's going to explode, and then fish too. It's going to be incredible. The thing about taking rock or taking driftwood in a freshwater tank outside of the aquarium is this very specific thing. And anybody out there that's an artist or a photographer is going to appreciate this. It's what it does for your eye. When this tank is full of water, you've now got a 3-dimensional look to everything that's happening in there. Your eye is catching multiple things. It's not just one center point. It's 1,000 different things to look at one time. And how that rock goes into the ocean is what you see naturally. Now, you will notice that at no point in time does any of the rock that I have is resting on any of this trim at all. So none of the braces have any weight on them. I have gone completely around them, and if you look really close in the video, you'll see that they don't touch. There is one tiny part where it does lean right against here, but there is no weight on the aquarium at all. It's a perfect blend of a beautiful piece of an aquarium in your home or office or anywhere it is. I do these kinds of designs all the time with our service business. This is one of the things I specialize in. With a little more time and a little bit different planning, I could have done something even more extravagant. But I definitely made a spot where you can sit your wine glass or beer while you're looking at your aquarium. So don't limit yourselves. That's the biggest part of these instructional videos that are coming your way. And as we do more of them, I will show you how to do it on different scales and different styles. But it's up to you. So, as our first instructional video, this is Chuck Mayer with Fishy Business. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fishy Business SC. I wish you a wonderful week.